Some say that the 10,000 step per day guideline is a myth because it was built on bad science. But as far as we know, it was built on no science, likely originating with a Japanese marketing slogan for a pedometer in the 1960s, literally translated as 10,000 step meter. More slogan than science, at first. Following a cohort of over 2,000 free-living adults in Australia between 2000 and 2005, researchers discovered that increasing baseline daily steps from sedentary to 10,000 steps a day was associated with nearly a 50% lower risk of mortality a decade later. In another study, steps were measured in a cohort of nearly 17,000 older adult women over 7 days. The risk of dying when followed up 4 years later decreased with higher steps per day, cutting risk in half by 5,000 steps, leveling off at around 7,500 steps, and maintaining this lower risk through 10,000 steps per day. Most recently, an observational study of accelerometer-measured steps per day in nearly 5,000 adults showed a similar trend of mortality rate 10 years later. We see the big drop at about 5,000 steps, then turning the corner around 7,500 steps, beginning to level off at 10,000 steps, and then fully leveling off by 12,000 steps per day. Similar findings were seen with mortality rate from cardiovascular disease and cancer. Since its not-so-scientific origin, it appears that the 10,000 step per day guideline for risk of disease and premature death is now more science than slogan. Also, in pursuit of the 10,000 step per day science, we have discovered that benefits can be experienced with much less, with 30 minutes of physical activity translating to 3,000 to 4,000 steps, 5,000 steps per day moving us out of an inactive category and giving us a healthy, active goal of at least 7,500 steps per day.